Hey friends, I'm excited to start the Psalms series of Mental Health Monday. And we're going to kick it off in Psalm 139, which is one of my favorites. It starts out, "O Lord, you have searched me, and you have known me." I want to talk about being known. How many of you have ever felt like you weren't known? Like you weren't seen? You ever walked into a crowd or a place that you were supposed to be, and you just felt like nobody noticed you? Or perhaps you were qualified for a promotion at your job, but you just got overlooked. Maybe you're in a relationship, and as much as you're trying to make it work, you just get the sense the other person just doesn't understand you. They don't relate to your needs. They don't respond to your desires. They don't know you. You see, we all have a desire deep down inside, a need to be known, to be loved. It's one of our deep core needs as humans. And when this need gets unmet, it can cause all kinds of mental health problems, from anxiety, depression, any of it. And there's a whole plethora of ways that this happens. One of the big common themes is we start out in a situation when we're young where it's just not safe to be known. For us to communicate our desires or our wants, it just wasn't met with the type of response that we needed. And for some people out there, you may have come home from your activities as children and you just learned to read the house and understand whether it was safe or not. And when you realized it wasn't safe, there was just tension, there was arguments, there was anger, there was even worse stuff. You may have found a way to hide from it. And maybe you got used to hiding. And without even realizing it, you took this pattern, this habit of hiding into every single one of your relationships, into your job, into all your social situations. And now you wonder why you're not known, why nobody notices you, why you're not seen. And the reality is you were just in a situation where it wasn't safe to be known. And maybe you're even scared to open up that part of your heart. If this describes you, I want to talk to you about the God who knows you. The word that starts out, you have searched me and you have known me. The word for known is actually the same word that we see early on in Genesis chapter 4, where it says that Adam knew his wife. It's in some of you might think, oh, that's weird to make that connection. But the reality is that intimacy, to truly know somebody, not just in a physical sense, not in just a physiological expression, but an emotional, spiritual, mental, all of it. There's a connection that involves a drawing closer than any other relationship. And this is the type of need that this verse says that God can fill. He doesn't just know you in the sense that, he knows the number of hairs on your head and what your favorite color is and when you're like all the facts about you. He knows you. He knows your deepest desires. He knows your greatest fear. And he knows the exact reason why it's hard for you to even open up your heart, maybe even to him, to allow yourself to be known. And so this morning, if you are somebody who has a fear of being known and you're used to hiding, or maybe you just have never been in a situation where it was safe to be known, to be loved, I just want to invite you to take the risk, to open up your heart to the God who knows. I'm not going to read the whole chapter, but I want to read some of my favorite verses that describe exactly his heart for his people. You formed my inward parts. You knitted me together in my mother's womb. I praise you because I am fearfully and wonderfully made. Wonderful are your works. My soul knows it very well. My frame was not hidden from you when I was being made in secret, intricately woven in the depths of the earth. Your eyes saw my unformed substance. In your book were written, every one of them, the days that were formed for me when there was none. How precious to me are your thoughts, O God. How vast is the sum of them. If I could count them, they are more than the sand. I know it takes a lot of faith to believe that there is a God who longs to draw near to you, who saw you in your most vulnerable state, even before you were born, and still has that longing to draw near to you. And I know it takes a lot of faith, especially if some of you have been in situations where being known was scary and risky and it hurt. I want to let you know that the same God who created you, who formed every bit of you, who designed your deepest desires and everything about you and all your needs, the one who created those needs, he knows how to fill them. And he knows how to do so in a way that doesn't hurt. I want to invite you today. If you have a need, a longing to be known and to be loved, Psalm 139 shows us a picture of a God who longs to draw nearer to you than any human being possibly can.